Okay, can you hear me? Okay, stand up for this one. All right. One night, my friends and I were hanging out online, the way we usually do, sharing memes, talking about life, and diving way too deep into weird internet rabbit holes. Someone dropped a link to an online autism test, and of course, we all thought it'd be interesting to take it together, just for fun, no pressure. So we clicked through the questions, half laugh over 50, over 65, all of us. For context, the RODS-R test is a self-assessment tool where getting a score over 65 doesn't diagnose you, but it's a pretty big hint that your brain might be wired a bit differently from what's considered typical. But here's the thing, none of us were shocked. If anything, it kind of made sense. We'd always felt a little different, how we communicate, what we care about, how we see the world. And maybe that's exactly why we found each other. I realized then that I hadn't accidentally surrounded myself with abnormal people. I had found my people, the ones who understood my silences, who didn't mind my intensity, who shared the same questions about why the world works the way it does. That night, something clicked, not just on the quiz results page, but in my own understanding of who I am. So, who exactly am I then? That's something I'm still figuring out, but I've started to notice patterns. For one, I've always been drawn to systems, whether it's the inner workings of a broken down vintage camera or the equations behind a circuit board. I like to take things apart just to see how they are put together. Engineering isn't just something I study, it's how I see the world. Everything's connected, everything has a reason, even if it looks like chaos at first. But I'm not always buried in tools or textbooks. I love team sports, the kind where communication matters, where strategy meets instinct, and where winning feels less about scoring and more about syncing with the people around you. On the flip side, I'm perfectly okay with being alone. Some days, silence feels more like a friend than a void. That's when I'll that's when I'll put on my music, any genre really, as long as it fits the mood. From UK rap to blues, classical to rock, it's like each track opens a different window into my head. And yes, I do have a playlist for everything, including a 2 hour long album of Yo Yo Ma playing all of the cello suites of Bach for when I really need to focus. So, no, I don't fit into most people's definition of normal, but I've learned that normal is overrated. I'd rather live in a world full of people who ask questions, notice the quiet stuff, and build lives that don't have to look like anyone else's. That's the world I live in, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. See, I come from a big family, the kind where being late is basically a tradition. Conversations happen all at once, and dinner feels more like a group project in controlled chaos. I love them, loud, unpredictable, and all, but I've always been the one quietly straightening the picture frames while everyone else is still looking for their shoes. So, yeah, it all started as a joke, a silly link, a test we never meant to take seriously. But like most good jokes, there was some truth hidden in the punchline. What began as a laugh turned into something way more valuable: clarity. Not just about myself, but about the kind of people I connect with, the way my brain works, and the things that make me feel home in this world. I didn't need a test to tell me who I am, but it reminded me that different isn't wrong. Different is just different. And sometimes it's the best thing Ace Cronje can be. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Ace. Really, really cool. I love the fact that immediately when I put you on, you stood up and you delivered your speech on your feet. Really, really good touch there. It really made you demand attention. And I think you stuck with the topic really well again. And I think we got an insight into who Ace Cronje really is. And that's at the end of the day what we wanted. So yeah, props to you. Round of applause once again. And we're going to be moving on to our final contestant